Welcome back to the next episode of the Parking Lot Podcast. Today I got Alec Martin on. How's it going?
Oh, pretty good. Pretty cool idea. I always thought your little idea for this was pretty fun, so
Yeah,
excited to be on.
for sure. Did I mention this to you while I was there?
I've seen Nolan showed me, and then when you did your Instagram, it changed it over to the Parking Lot Podcast. So I've seen all the little
Because
clips and
I forget
everything.
who I mentioned it to at Hideaway. Because when I left, I texted everyone. I was like, "Hey, I want all you on," and so I tried to get everyone lined up, and I got Levi and Pierce and who else? Just them.
I say Emily Lytle talks about it that one time. Me and her were talking about it, so it's fun. I thought it was a great concept.
It was funny, and I don't have a hobby. And so
Why not? Podcasts are easy.
Yeah.
Fun thing to do.
And this one's this is a visual one.
Yeah.
It's not the regular. I don't have the attention span for that,
No.
and I like visuals.
But it works because it goes both ways. You can use it for just audio, or you can do actual video as well. So smart.
And I like the idea of parking. I like parking lots. I like outside, and I looked up the name, and it's already been taken like 100 times. But none of them are literal.
Actually, like in a parking lot, they're all
none of them are in a parking lot.
Interesting.
It's either a band's name, it's like several other podcasts, but none of them are visual or literally in a parking lot. So I don't think I get trademarked or copyright.
I don't think you can.
I think it's free use.
Well, boom.
I don't know. So, dude, I was thinking, because every time I get someone, I'm like, when's the first time I met them? I think it was paintball at Mason's.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, at his bachelor party. Yeah. You may have came into Hideaway, but
before I worked there, it was like 100% different.
Yeah. No. Mason was actually just talking about paintballing the other day. Apparently he was at Ren Fair the same day I was. He saw me, but wasn't able to flag me down. I was like, "What are you doing?"
Going to a Ren Fair? What?
Him and
Kylan?
Yeah. They dressed up and they took some pictures and all that.
Oh my God.
That'd be fun.
And he never said that.
I was like, fun. Doing some pictures out there.
Yeah. How long ago? Because I'm like, they get
maybe about 2 weeks ago. Yeah, they got baby pictures.
Yeah, they could get
they did baby pictures out of it too. Because I know she likes Zelda. That's what Nolan was saying.
Oh,
she
yeah.
So she dressed up as Zelda.
Yeah, they talked about that. Like, name the baby Zelda. That'd be adorable. Yeah, but I was like, because my dad has that picture in his office. It's me, you, Nolan, Mason, my dad, and then one of my friends. And then I think, were Dakota and Cody there?
Yes. Dakota was for sure there. I don't know about Cody.
Yeah.
But I remember seeing Dakota for sure. Because that's right before he left to go to Hideaway in Dallas.
That sounds about right. Yeah, I remember that. I kind of remember that. It was fun. We played against a bunch of random people.
Dude, it was crazy fun. That kind of stuff's always
and
so
it was
fun.
Hot.
Yes.
And no one got shot right here.
Yes, he got pelted hard.
Yeah.
I was told on those things you have to wear a hoodie or something so it's just extra resistance.
Don't want to go in the summertime.
That sucks. So you sweat your ass off.
Or and I don't know. But then summer when we were in Alabama or wherever
Gulf
we
Shores,
were, you guys popped in.
Pensacola. We were in Florida.
Is that Florida?
That was really funny because when me and Nolan were talking about that, it was me and my other buddy Austin. His mom has a place up there, so his mom was going down. He was going down. Invited me and my girlfriend wanted to go down, so we went down and we're talking about it. And Nolan's like, "Oh, we'll be there for those same exact dates." And I go, "Nuh-uh."
Yeah.
The last day because we are planning to leave till 5 o'clock in the afternoon, but my friend's plane left at 9. So we were just kind of roaming around. Luckily, it was the day of Nolan's birthday. So we went to a breakfast place with your mom and Nolan Sheridan. We all had breakfast together.
That's cool.
Fun.
Yeah.
Can't complain.
What are the chances of that stuff, though?
Honestly.
Out of everywhere in the U.S.
We were both going to Pensacola, Florida these 4 days at the same time.
I mean, I get Pensacola's one of the top places. And
that is wild.
But it's crazy. I don't know. Yeah, I didn't know you then. I was like, what are these strangers doing here?
Nolan was nice enough to go, you guys can stay with us for a little bit and then drove us to the airport afterward. I'm like, thank you so much. We would have just been wandering all of downtown Florida without you.
Yeah.
Been lost. No, that's when I learned that your dad is actually very in on Nolan liking Smash Brothers. He had the some tournament on. Your dad's like, what's he doing there? What move did he just do? And I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
My dad wouldn't care about that. Kind of like, turn this off, please.
No one has little things. His like personalities.
Then Nolan told me on that trip as well. Mason. That's when the new football game for the college teams came out, and he was like, Mason never left the room. Kylan read and Mason played video games all day. I'm like, you even go to the beach? Come on.
Yeah, I mean they did some, but
yeah.
They only go to the beach so many times.
That's true. Do you like taking big family trips like that?
I mean, I'd rather do that than stay home for a week and do nothing.
Agreed.
But like, I don't get in the water.
No, you don't like that?
I wear this to the beach.
Okay.
Like,
okay.
But yeah, chilling doing the exact thing I do in another state. I mean, pretty much.
All right. I always like going to different, like just seeing whatever different stuff. At first, I wasn't like that. I was like bringing like my Xbox and I have my Xbox.
Yeah, we all brought everything.
And now I'm like, I don't even need to take any. I take my Switch. It's the only thing I'll take because it runs Hulu and like YouTube on it. So if you go to like a hotel room and you want to watch your own Hulu or like YouTube or anything like that, you can just plug your Switch in.
That makes sense. I had a tradition of, we've been there like 2 times. I have a tradition of playing Firewatch on my Switch.
Really?
Every single year we go there. But I'm not going this year.
Say.
Gone. I'll be chilling.
You excited for that though?
Yes.
Say.
Leave tomorrow at like 8 a.m.
And how long is it for?
Like until August 7th.
Man.
I have a week off for mission trip.
Okay.
And I have Sundays and Saturdays off, but it's like a 3-hour drive.
That's not too bad.
And so people come to town and stuff, and so I'll hitch rides with them, but
okay.
I don't need to come back really. No. I would like to, but
essentially like all your stuff, like all the stuff you're gonna need is gonna be down there. So it's like, why would you come back all the time? Of course.
I mean, there's a town, and like they want us to go to the churches there. Or, like we have our own town. Like Mason, he told me all the stuff he did. Like he went to Sodor City, and they went to like all those like Six Flags, and like there's stuff to do, but
that's fun.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
So man, you're gonna be gone, and then Nolan's gonna be gone for his work thing.
Yeah.
So your mom and dad are just gonna have Mason and
hey, good babysitters.
I guess that's true. They're gonna love that.
That's gonna be insane.
So you're gonna be an uncle. Is that crazy?
Yes. I've just been putting it off for like ever.
Yeah. Nothing changes really?
Just time. And they'll be a little person.
I know. It's scary how fast they grow up.
I don't like it.
No.
I'm not getting the shot to hold it. I don't want to hold it. I'm not holding it. No.
It's nerve-wracking sometimes.
I'm not changing it. I'm not touching it.
Not changing's not fun.
No. The name, though, I am so interested in the names.
No, Nolan had like a $10 bet that it would be Zelda. He says, I think it's going to be Zelda. And I go, does she really like Legend of Zelda that much? And he goes, yes. So, Sheridan had a name. What was it? Like Kendall or something like that. And I'm like, all right, that makes a little more sense if it's a girl.
I was thinking like try to go back to the family names, but they said they're not going to pick a family. And like I couldn't even fathom what the name would be. I couldn't even take a guess.
So is it a boy or a girl?
Girl.
Okay. So
yeah,
it's a problem. There's a lot of good girl names too to use. They got a little more fun with their names versus guys' names are kind of boring.
Yeah, but I don't know. I think I'd rather have a normal person name.
Yeah, I don't want to be Michael or sorry if anyone's named like Michael or John, but
yeah, I don't want something like that. I want something like casual, like Zach or like
Zach's a good one.
Just like Micah or I don't know. Like I'm just thinking of all my friends' names. It's like something casual that people, when they hear it, they don't call you 3 other things. Or
isn't that the worst? I hate having to describe like I'm Alec, and they go Alex. I'm like, no, Alec. But at this point, call me whatever. Like
that's what I say. They're like Cody. Yes, it's Cody.
How often do they mistake OB?
All the time.
Do they think it's OBI?
Yeah, I just got a letter from a lady yesterday, and it's like OBIE. But I mean, it's not like how would they know?
No, yeah, I get that.
And then like, I don't like Oscar. It's so gross. Or I mean, it's because no one else has that name.
There's no like, yeah. Well, and there's like no fun celebrity that's Oscar something.
I mean, the Oscar awards.
Yeah,
but that's nothing. Like whenever I think of Oscar, I think of the guy from The Office.
Yeah.
Or the trash can dude.
Yeah, those are the only 2 like big Oscar people.
Or there's like a few, like, war criminals from World War II with that name.
Oh man.
Like, but no one knows that part. But Oscar is just gross.
What's the weirdest way they spelled it? Have someone did like OBY?
I've never seen that, but just it's either OBE, OBI, OBIE, which I like Obi-Wan Kenobi, how they do that.
Yeah.
Like if I legally change it to that, but I don't know. Because when I'm older, I do not want to be Oscar, or Brian. I'm not going by my middle name.
I get that.
I
thought about going by my middle name to break the first name, but my middle name's Cole. I don't know if I like Cole as much as well.
But then it's like I've been doing like almost 20 years.
Yeah,
I can't just
switch it out of nowhere. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people already know me as Alec. I can't change it now and just like Now if I go get like a table reservation or something like that, I'll put Cole underneath it because I've been one time that they called my reservation, but they're calling Alex. I'm like, is that me? I'm like, you talking to me? And they're like, yes, Alex. I'm like, it's Alec, and they go, oh, our bad.
Yeah, that is a good idea. And then so like my last name it's better than my first name, but like I don't know. I don't want to be called Mr. Jobe. Like
I don't like that either. If you think of my dad, or
if I'm a teacher, if I actually become a teacher and like follow through with that, like I don't want to be called
Professor Jobe.
Yeah,
sound like a superhero.
Just call me Coach, even though I'm not a coach of anything.
Call me Coach. Oh man.
Or just teacher.
Teach.
Like I don't want my name involved. Nolan, I heard he put in his.
Yeah, he had to put in his. He didn't want to, of course, but he has to take this job down in Isabel, and you really don't have to take it, but it just looks really good on your resume.
Of course,
to have that done. He's upset. It's like, man, I'm taking a pay grade and I'm moving down to Isabel for the whole like summer. That kind of sucks. And I'm like, so what are you gonna do? And he's like, well, I guess on the weekends I'll drive back up. And I go, wow. So yeah, I would. It sounds fun and all that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to move out to Isabel for the summer. That's the rough part.
But like that's how he gets whatever job.
That's how you
have to do that.
He's passionate about it. I've never met anyone more happy to do stuff like that.
I've never met anyone else that talks about cedar trees.
He always has something to talk about, and it's always like it's fun to hear. And it's like actually engaging. Like these are kind of classes I wish I kind of took, and just like I never would have.
Well, I don't know if I want to take. I like the video where they just burned a tree in the yard, or they like go out in the woods all the time. That looks fun.
I like the
science.
I like the going out kind of part. Like he was talking about he just went to New Mexico.
Yeah.
And he has to do like journal entries. And I go, you're gonna do them like Red Dead style, like you're gonna draw pictures and like descriptors and all. He's like, it's kind of a bad idea. I should do that. I like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, man,
like that looks fun, but yeah, you have to know what you're doing and stuff.
I couldn't understand it. To me, a tree looks like a tree. I can tell like pine tree is a pine tree or something's like an oak. But he's like, this is a post oak growing about. I'm like, what? How do you know that? He just looks at it. It's pretty cool.
It is. It's interesting that he like it's like no one. Literally, I know no one that's like into this stuff, and it's interesting.
It makes sense because he talks about like people up north is more of the culture for that. So like. He's like, if I get a job, be like Michigan or something like that. And I go, that'd be interesting, moving all the way up there for your job. Yeah.
And I mean, it's cool. It fits his whole personality.
It does. And it's a vibe.
His slideshow was cool. I didn't understand a single thing, but
he shows me his notes and he goes, can you look at these? And I was like,
I can't read your handwriting.
I can read the handwriting.
It's too good.
I just don't understand the genus of whatever, and then like what dirt it needs to grow in at this like height elevation. I don't understand that. It's all over my head, but I love to hear about it.
Yeah.
Talking to me that camping, he goes, come out camp out there sometime. He's like, there's actual alligators in that area and all this. I'm like, hell yeah, let's do that.
Yes, camping and there's alligators.
Let's go alligator wrestling sometime. But yeah.
I quit because I don't even know at this point anymore.
I don't blame you.
I wish I didn't. I wish I would have like kept making money.
That's the problem.
And having like something to do all week and like.
I do like that
human interaction.
I used to only like when I was in nursing school. It was nursing school, and then it was Hideaway on Friday, Saturday, and then I got out of nursing school because I missed grades by a point, so I had to like completely restart. So I didn't want to restart. I was almost over. So I was like, I'll just work at Hideaway and try to find another job, get another degree, and go with. So I only worked that Friday, Saturday. I'm like, man, having like Monday and like Sunday off, like all those days off, it's kind of boring sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's nice to just make. That's the problem with Hideaway. It makes a lot of money because people go there to eat. People are always there. Not the worst place I've ever worked at. It's like everyone's nice there. I love everyone going in there. So
it's like my literally like first real job. Like I've worked other things that were technically jobs.
Yeah.
But like this is the only thing I've had to like show my social security and like do taxes for.
Yeah.
And so, but it was good. Like I met Pierce and like Levi and Cameron and Julian, and I saw Cody and Tayson for more than just like once every several months. Like I saw them and it was great. And it was Max's and Briley, and it was like I met everyone.
It's awesome. Fun. I love I feel like everyone's different, but in the same time. Like all the managers have said that they hire off like a vibe check.
Yeah,
and I'm like, that makes sense now. That's why everyone kind of meshes well together.
Mm-hmm. And then like everyone that's back there is like back there for like months and months. Like there was like a few guys that like lasted a few days or weeks, and it filters out.
The kitchen will weed some people out. If you're not meant for the kitchen, they'll man, you get thrown out. I've seen so many kitchen people come by, and they just go, I hate this. And then
servers, I mean.
Servers too.
I see. I like every week. There's like a new person.
I say me working 2 days, like it's a whole week off coming back in. So sometimes I'm like, "Who are you, support kids? I've never seen you. Like, I don't know who you are."
I walk in on a day I'm not scheduled, and I'm like, "Who are any of these people?"
That literally,
like, I didn't work Wednesday, Tuesday, or Thursday, and then so.
That's the thing. I enjoy bartending is fun. I do like it. It's fun to be social with some of those people. I enjoy bartending at Sidecar, where the other one Nolan and I work at as well. It's more just like a real bar. So we just have like different ingredients. Oh my gosh. This rabbit just gonna come up.
Come here. I like back at house because I could never be a server, but I like the idea of being a bartender because I like cheers. And stuff like that. But I'm like, no one talks about the pressure of making it right, and people are like watching you, and I don't want to be a server. Like, I don't want to deal with food, and I just want to make and talk to people. Come here.
Oh man, there's 2 of them.
Hey yo.
Sniffing butt. Okay. This is a family friendly show. No, but it's the pressure. It's that new pressure, like being new at something that always sucks. Because there's always someone like watching you. Yeah, I always hate that. Like the first like month at Sidecar, I felt like a fish out of water, even though I've known how to bartend. Yeah, but then now I'm like, just try me. I can make whatever you want. I'm like, go for it. It's just one of those things that after you do it for so long, you know what you're doing. Yeah, like I mean, I was there 6 months. I want to say, and like literally, like anyone that was hired after me, like one like that Maddie girl and some other people are still there, but like no one was there that as long as I was that was hired on after me. Yeah, it's very rare. Like
but I get it. The turnover is high, and you can find another job.
Oh, absolutely. Serving is so interchangeable. Same.
I like besides that, like, and then it's like adults. Like, how are you guys getting fired? Just show up or quit.
I've always noticed people always complain about how much they have to do work when they're at work and all that. Like, it's that kind of mentality.
Like, this is not hard. Like, this is pizza.
Oh my god.
How are you getting fired? Like, I can't even drive, and I show up on time, and I
people just don't care because they're the same thing. They're just like, it's just pizza, so what's the big deal? It's not like, that's what I said. I'm like, man, it may not be fun all the time because I don't think honestly everyone's gonna love your job doing what you do all the time. Work's work at the end of the day, but like at the same time, like everyone has to do it. You have to work.
Compared to my I should have started there in high school. Like compare my of being unemployed compared to having a job. That was awesome. Like. And like not working there, I'm like, I want to go back so many times, but I was like, I quit. I don't want to go back right now. When I get back from summer, I'll reapply.
They're sprinting around. There's 2. I don't know if that's the same 2.
I don't even know.
I like how they just don't even care. They just walk. They keep walking by like. Whoa!
Oh, they're so cute.
I've never seen 2 rabbits play with each other like this. It's funny.
Animals are wild.
My dad, so
I did a few podcasts. I was supposed to at least the other day. One at 2 in the morning.
Okay.
One at 7 in the morning or 6, and then one at 9. My dad's like, hey, like make sure you look around for like coyotes and like raccoons and skunks. I'm like, in this parking lot?
Yes, absolutely.
Like what? Coyotes here?
Yes.
I was like, huh?
Our neighborhood has like a small chunk of like little forest. It's not like actually like a woods or anything. It's just a little forest. Hands down, I've seen owls, I've seen coyotes, I've seen foxes, I've seen beavers.
Beavers.
Someone said deer. I don't know if that's true, but
I've never seen a deer in this parking lot.
There is actual animals over here, which is kind of crazy.
On the other side of the bridge, like just right over the bridge, there was deer, like several. But it's like the busiest highway in town. Why are they over here?
Coyotes can like live anywhere. Actually, I was watching a video and they're talking about like animals that would wreck like a European ecosystem, and coyotes were number one because they can live pretty well in the cities, like eating trash and hiding in alleys, and then be in the woods, do this like same thing, picking up small animals, and you just couldn't get rid of them. Like, that's crazy. I didn't know coyotes were like that.
Yeah, I assumed like all wild animals were afraid of people, but they're not.
Just stay away.
It's not like they're gonna attack you, but like I packed like a couple knives and stuff.
There was one time we went to, I can't remember what church it is. It's the other direction. But we were hanging out one time and we were going through that parking lot. And I saw 3 or 4 coyotes just run by. And this is like 11 o'clock at night. I was like, what are they doing here? Could you imagine just being outside and just like 3 coyotes just running by you? It'd be a little spooked.
I mean, I don't even remember the last time I saw a coyote. And like it was like right here.
Yeah, they
did not care.
I wonder if that one jump got in the shot. They obviously had to see. It's on the goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, so did you go to high school with all of them, or
no.
did you meet?
I didn't meet Nolan until when I started at Hideaway.
Okay.
I went to Bishop Kelly High School. I had a friend that they worked at Hideaway when I moved back to Tulsa from Stillwater. I was just looking for a job, something real quick while I do my nursing stuff. And friend said Hideaway is really good. I live like 3 minutes from that one right there, so I was like, why not do there? Started serving, then bartending after like COVID.
Yeah.
But yeah. Then I met Nolan, Nolan trained me on serving, and we hung out. I remember him saying, "Are you gonna come? You want to come hang out at our house later at the end of the night?" And like we're having like a little like hangout session. I'm like, oh yeah, I'll come. And I was talking to Dakota, and I was like, hey, because I didn't know Dakota and Nolan were roommates or friends. So I was like, I seen them talking, and I go, are you gonna come over to Nolan's like little hangout session? He goes, I hope so. I live there. And I was like, oh man, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It'd be funny if Nolan just didn't like, no, you have to hide in your room, Dakota. Don't leave.
Well, like you're not invited to this actually.
You have to stay inside. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, like no one knew. Like I had to tell people like Nolan's my brother. Like no one knew that.
Okay.
But I mean, it's not like how do you tell? Like no one just automatically knows that.
No, you just don't drop out of it.
Yeah. Like Cody and Kaysen would know that.
No,
but,
obviously.
like no one else. Like, yeah. Cool. I didn't know where you guys like.
Yeah. I met him at Hideaway. Been at Hideaway for like 5 or 6 years now. So
the number is crazy.
Oh man.
Like max, there's like 7.
Yeah, and they've quit and came back too.
Yeah.
I don't think you were there when he was there, but we had an old bartender, Tim. And like Steph's been there for not at that Hideaway.
She said like over a decade.
Yeah, over like I think she's been there for 12 or 13 years. Because she's gotten like awards for that. Like you get like, I think if you've been there for like 30 years, you get like a vacation somewhere. They take you out.
30 years.
I was like, man, you got to be kind of like, you have to start into this when you're young.
Yeah.
Like, man, I couldn't.
Like, no one's like, I want to stay here for 10 years and get a clock. Like,
that was one of them. You get like as a grandfather clock for being.
I hope. I mean, they give you something cool for being there for a decade.
For 5 years.
Crazy.
I say for 5 years, like, they gave you a little 5 plaque, but they took that away and just gave you like cash instead. Like, here, thanks for working for us for this long.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, like people aren't even here for like a few weeks. Like, how are people here for 7 years?
I say because Grace has been there for like 7 or 8 years, but she only works for one Monday night. So, yeah, I know. I can't say much. I worked 2 days going over there.
Yeah, I didn't work 3 days. I like did a full 2 shifts. Like on one day, closing was fine. I never worked hot side, and I don't want to.
No. How was Dish? Dish always looks like the most.
This was fun.
Okay.
I mean, I did get soaking wet, but
that's not bad. I
like my music.
I like the fact that you can listen to music or just like chill for it. You don't have to interact with anyone.
I meet. Well, I meet the new like servers.
Yeah.
I meet new support people, and it's warm back there.
Quick chit chat instead of just like long.
You can't mess up on Dish. Yeah. You could just be really slow and break stuff, but you can't mess up like 8 pizzas in a row or something like me. Like, and that like I don't want to. Okay. Veggie side or like salad side in a rush is
it looks awful.
I mean because I'm such a I won't say perfectionist, but like I want it to look good.
Yeah,
like I'm putting way more salad than I'm supposed to because a little bit just looks like not enough, and I'm like, who's ordering salad here?
Yeah.
Also,
it's crazy how much salads do get ordered. I guess that's just like a common thing at a pizza place. Like
and then like pastas. Like why? This is Hideaway. The pizza's not even that good.
Pizza's decent. It's really ruined me on pizza though. I don't like pizza that much.
I did like creating random crap. Like I put
fun.
I put chocolate sauce on one.
Okay.
One time, like I brought my own stuff. I put like Sour Patch Kids, Starburst, and it was disgusting.
They did one. They got Cane's food and they used Cane's as the sauce.
Yeah, I just used like pie filling, and that was disgusting.
They've done a breakfast pizza one time. They did gravy and then like eggs on top of it and all that.
I was thinking about that. Like, how do I bring it? I have to bring each thing like separate, and
they just did a little thing of gravy to do the sauce, and then they
salad on it one time. That was good.
They
put it after it comes out of the oven. I don't want.
They did that with another pizza. That was like they did a Mexican style pizza that had like beans, onions, jalapenos, and then they topped like lettuce on it. There's more,
but it was like beans. Oh, like they bring their own.
Yeah, we had beans that Hideaway black beans for a bit.
For what?
For that pizza.
On the pizza?
They threw it all in, and then it was on like this enchilada sauce.
Huh.
So it was like eating like a pizza taco kind of style.
Beans. That's crazy. I mean, anchovies are just like, I didn't know we had anchovies for like weeks because no one ordered it. And I'm like, what?
Chicken bites is the one I feel bad ringing in for anyone. There's some tables that will say like, can I get this with like chicken bites? And I'm like, you're gonna really make them fry a whole bunch of chicken?
Yeah, that's
to have on a topping of the pizza.
That's the thing, though, is like going there for a few years and then being an employee. Like I can't go back to being a customer.
Oh yeah,
like
and having the same things.
Or I'm not ordering chocolate milk anymore. I'm not getting a pizza that's just crust.
No,
like I feel bad now, so I'll just go to a different Hideaway. But
that's how I had a girlfriend that worked at Sonic, and I felt the same way. Like, man, you have all the combinations of what you can just get.
I'm just gonna get something that's easy for them because I'm not gonna get a.
I don't want to make them mad.
I want to make them have to go out of the way to make me random stuff, and I haven't eaten there since I quit.
Really?
I just show up for Bible study, and that has totally taken off. Okay, I was bored, and I was like, hey, because I see people wearing like cross necklace, and I know some people are like, we talk about it, and I'm like, hey, what if we started one? And they're like, sure. So like Thursday night after work, we all meet somewhere, and it's like Thursday night, it was like so many people. I was like, that's crazy, and it like blew up, and it's like that was like the best house I've ever been to, and it was just out of boredom.
Yeah, no, that kind of stuff happens.
Yeah, like Cameron, like dude, like Cameron's like, he's a good like. I'm glad I met him. Like he's a good dude. And Pierce, he's hilarious. I got my friend a job and he quit after like a few days.
That happens.
But not at our location. At like
another
other one. But he's like, no one trained me good, and I got sick or something. He said, but he just like quit. He didn't even put his 2 weeks. He just quit. I'm like, thank you for that. After I recommended you.
Yeah, that's what's always scary about putting your recommendations in for someone. Where like, are you gonna just hop out and ditch out you and make my name look bad?
Yeah, like, bro, like, that's not cool. Nursing school. So what did you do after high school?
I went to OSU. I wanted to do a doctor's program. I got a little bit into that. Man, it was too hard.
Yeah.
I didn't want to waste my credits, so I wanted to do nursing instead. But they didn't have a nursing program at OSU at the time, so I did 3 years at OSU. Had all those credits, went down to TCC to do my nursing. Did nursing for about a year and a half. Got to my last semester of that. Missed grades by a point and got kicked out of the program. Like they had, like you get removed from the program if you don't make the grades, like kicked out. But they remove you, and they were like, "Well, you can come back in, but you have to restart from the like beginning." And I'm like, "Man, I don't want to do a year and a half's worth of work all over again." So I decided not to do that. I'm looking more at graphic design. Actually, I talked to Mason and see what Mason had to say about stuff and how he does it.
Yeah.
So I'm going kind of that route, building a portfolio right now. All that. So
that, I mean, that is where it's going. But then it's like also, I mean, AI is not gonna. For a while, I think we're good for at least under 5 years.
It's gonna take so many jobs. Like at that same time, like even if you let's just say you wanted to be like an accountant, I think the same thing. You can go wait another 10 years. AI will probably do accounting for people as well. So,
but like nursing, that's not.
No, that one's gonna be around forever.
We can't replace that. I mean, not forever, but like they will like robots. But I don't. That we can't replace that.
So yeah, all that stuff. I think my brother did the smartest thing. He just got a business degree, and I didn't know that really just translated into anything. So now he does sells like medical equipment for a medical company. So he's just back and forth transporting braces, like other repairs for machines and all that. That's pretty cool. Like I didn't think that you could just get a degree and just like in business, and then you're like, all right, well now I sell medical equipment. Like hop right into that.
Yeah. So, and then just see how that goes for the next 40, 50 years.
It's all about who
9
you know.
to 5, retirement. No.
How the world
I don't
is,
think
sadly.
that far ahead.
It's all about money. How much I need to get right now and do all this kind of stuff.
Yeah. I was like, I want to be a public school teacher that's single and not reliant on my spouse for income.
It's hard.
And living in Bixby.
Kind of stuff's hard. But anyway, people talk about like moving to Colorado. I'm like, how do you?
That one server, she quit and moved to Colorado.
I couldn't. I was just for fun looking at my where my buddy lives, and if you go down to where the houses are in Denver, it's like $500,000 for like a 2-bedroom house. A small house for $500,000. I guess you're living in Colorado though, but I don't know. Not worth it.
It is Colorado, but I mean, no. Unless you're skiing every single day, or
it's fun seeing the mountains, but man, I don't think it's worth that much money.
Just go once a year. Just save up and go once a year.
So we do. I love taking a year trip to Colorado.
But that's like, I don't know. I wouldn't move anywhere. Like personally, like I've been here my whole life. I've never like. I mean, I've seen the outside world, but like I've not. There's nowhere. I mean, but that's just me right now. Like as a 19-year-old. With no experience in anything, I like here.
I think it's a fun opportunity. I haven't done it. I guess I moved to Stillwater, but that was like it was only an hour and 20 away from
like going to Falls Creek for 3 months. That's good. I've never been away from my family for that long. Okay. Or home that long. Like I've only been like away from home for like a week max or something like that.
Some people get homesick. Some people don't. It's just all like how I feel. Like everyone said I'd be homesick when I went to college. I really didn't. I just. My bed was here, all my stuff was here, so like, I want to go back. But also at the same time, some people just miss their family. Everyone's real close with their family, so you never know.
And I like falls because like I like this stuff or like trees and mountains. I don't like snow. I like when it snows here once a year. I like desert. Like Las Vegas would be cool. Like Utah for trip wise, because like the beaches. I
get that.
I like hot and dry. I like Utah. For the mountains and the history. I like places for history.
Okay.
That's my thing.
Would you go anywhere up north, like Philadelphia or New York and all that?
To see like the early like colonial.
I always think that stuff's kind of cool.
Or if I went anywhere as a trip right now, I'd want to go to like Las Vegas and like Utah for like Fallout New Vegas, like
kind of vibe.
Go to the Hoover Dam, go to the Grand Canyon.
Okay. Grand Canyon would always be fun.
But I mean, I don't know if I could go outside the U.S. The number one place I want to go is Russia.
My grandpa always wanted to go to Russia. He always thought it'd be a cool place to see.
Dude, just see all the old Soviet stuff.
How old school everything is. Out of the country, Japan has been kind of my big one. I think it's kind of crazy how much they've kind of like changed. Their whole like living is different completely. How much everything is more private versus how they make everything really accommodating for everyone. Like you can not speak Japanese and still go to Japan and not have to really worry about anything.
Yeah, it's just the culture is entirely different. It's crazy, but it's like not a lot of people. They're aging way more than they're repopulating, and they're all about like working. But that's everywhere. Like
everywhere's gonna work. They just work harder. But in the country, we went to Hawaii, and Hawaii was really cool. I wouldn't believe how many people just dropped everything in their life and moved to Hawaii.
That would be crazy.
Because you can't like drive your stuff over. You have to fly it over, and if you don't want if it's not that important to fly over, then
there's like you can't afford to come back to the mainland. Like you're stuck there.
I just couldn't do that.
You could survive. I mean, it's like go live in the wild and kill animals for food. Like I don't know about that one, but
they have free camping spots out there. But man, I wouldn't want to be
being homeless in Hawaii would probably be the best.
It'd probably be better than being homeless other places. Crazy.
But like when it's like at the point where like I hear like Nevada, like Las Vegas is like, because like most native Hawaiians live in Las Vegas, like if they leave Hawaii because they can't afford it. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, it's that. It's just the rate of it, how everything's like, they know it's a tourist trap, so like jack up the prices, especially when we went to the Big Island, and there's only really like 2 towns. There's Kona, which is like the more resort kind of side, and
that's
then
where we go
Hilo.
on a mission trip every year.
So and Hilo's actually where people live. So like it's
literally it's like 2 populated places,
and that's it. And then you go around like the whole island. There's like rainforest on one side, and then you get the beach on the other.
Like random cats everywhere. It like rains randomly.
Goats everywhere too.
I like Kona, like the Big God. That's my favorite.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah.
We went hiking on the volcano like twice because it was just fun.
The cliff diving is crazy. I didn't do it, but like we went to like the cliffs and like the end of the earth or whatever it's called. Like the whole like ground is the lava and everything.
That's pretty cool.
The 2 groups fought, and it's interesting.
It just has so much to do there. Like we did a night dive, and we got to see the manta rays come out. It was pretty crazy.
My church people. So we went last year or 2 years ago, and they like got sick on the way back because it was choppy.
Oh man,
and it was like they saw the manta rays, but they got sick, and they call it chumming water.
Yeah,
that's so gross.
When we went, it was like 11 o'clock at night. The water was already cold, but we're not too far from I can see the land. They took us out a little bit. They had like these lights hunkered down, and then they released plankton, so they would come right by. But we had to hop out of the boat, and my girlfriend at the time was like, "I don't think I can do this." And I go, you got to make a decision. Either I don't care which one you do. You either get in the water, you get out of the water, or just stay in. Because once you make a decision on one, you can't do the other. Yeah. So make up your decision. And then I hopped in the water, and she's like, "I'm not going in." Then I'm like, okay. And she was like, it was kind of scary. I don't blame her. Kind of being in the water at night. Could do that. And
also paying like $150 to $200.
It wasn't that much. It was like $100, which wasn't that bad.
Yeah. Okay, that's better.
But we saved up. That was during COVID time. We're like, we're gonna save up as much money for next summer to go to Hawaii, because we already knew we weren't gonna travel because of COVID. So that was a big plan.
So the pastor at this Kona church we help with, he said I could like intern with him for a few months, and I was like, maybe.
Why not?
Like after I graduate TCC, I got nothing.
Why not try it out? Get to live in Hawaii for a little bit.
Yeah, that'd be insane.
I don't know. Just builds character lore, more dad lore later on.
Adopted father lore, not stepdad lore.
You gotta have cool uncle lore. You gotta build that up already.
I guess. Yeah. Sorry I wasn't there for your birth. You were gross.
They're not gonna remember the age of anything. Just say I was in the Vietnam War.
I was in the waiting room. Me and your father were playing Madden on the TV.
We were playing Fortnite on the Switch. We were getting
we were chugging White Monster. And
oh my gosh. All right. This was fun.
For sure.
I'm excited. I've finally been on the Parking Lot Podcast. This was interesting concept. I love it. It was fun.
Thanks.
No problem.